race fans. It's race day top 5 with Frank 5, and I didn't expect to be here today for the first ROVAL race for the Xfinity Series, the drive for the Kia 200, but here I am, and I tell you what, it's going to be one heck of a party. So much carnage. I mean, this is not the cut-off race for the Xfinity Series like has been the past 2 years since they started the whole Xfinity playoff format. Next week in Dover is the cut-off race, but this is the real wild card. 40 drivers with nothing to really expect. We don't know what to expect. I mean, because 17 turns, we got so many chicanes, people have had trouble in the inside section of the racetrack, people have had trouble with the chicane, they only get to turn 3 right over here, so I really don't know what to expect. I mean, this is going to be one heck of a show. We got Austin Cindric on the pole, and I want to shout out to one of my good friends who is really good friends with Austin Cindric. He's on the pole, and he's had been fast since we got here, so hopefully he can get the win to get himself into the next round of the playoffs. This is the final time I'm seeing Elliott Sadler live, because at the end of this year, Elliott Sadler's going to retire. He's going to hang up the helmet, and I'm going to nothing more than his last race in Charlotte to be the inaugural ROVAL race, and for him to win it. That'd be pretty cool. He's got to come from 17 to get the job done, but I got a good feeling in him because he's a veteran, he knows how to drive, and he's always up front no matter what. Whether it's you know, either if it's on an oval or road course or even on a super speedway or short track, he always knows when to be up there. He always shows his strength. So this should be interesting for Elliott Sadler in his final race here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in ROVAL. So total of 55 laps today. It's not as long as tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be 109. So we'll see what happens today. But let's get the pace laps going and then let's go racing. All we're ready. Time to see what's going on. Lally's in it.
Number of machines out there heading away. I think they got themselves full court.
Well, that was a pretty good race. Not a whole lot of action, but we had a lot of unknowns too. And I kind of expected, those unknowns to be a lot of wrecks, but there really wasn't. But a lot of guys used their heads today. Give credit. I mean, there were a few incidents, basically the uphill section, after that first left-hand turn at 90 degrees going into the inside portion of the track in that uphill section. We saw a spin from Ty Majeski, and we saw a pile-up involving Truex and Brendan Gaughan and Andy Lally, which took him out of the race. But for the most part, a lot of people, did a really good job. I really, thought Pole Sitter Austin Cindric, based off of practice, I felt like he was going to go away from everybody. I mean, he had speed in all practice sessions. He won the pole for this race. I thought he was going to win, and then, 10 laps into the race, he had that spin in the middle section of 6 and 7 in the inner portion which leads to the short shoot down going into the NASCAR Turn 1, which they're basically naming it, the regular terms for the oval portion. And he really couldn't get back to the lead. He did finish third, Austin Cindric, and didn't really gain a lot of points at the cut line. I saw the standings. He's still below the cut line, but he's 9th by 9 points. So that can be made up next week at Dover for him. He just needs to probably win or have a nice top 5 finish, and other guys have some bad luck. But really happy for Chase Briscoe today. He really needed this win because the race he's ran this year in the 98 car for Stuart Haas and Fred Biaggi did Best D Racing. He's had some good runs and then some bad luck, but obviously we all know the curse of the 60 Xfinity car. I mean, There was a curse on the 60 car again today, but it wasn't Chase Briscoe behind the wheel. He was driving that 98. He did a really good job, made no mistakes, and felt like with rookie bumpers, and people don't really classify Chase Briscoe as a road course racer. They classify Austin Cindric as a road racer, but I thought Briscoe did a good job today, holding off the likes of Justin Marks. Today was his final Xfinity race, and he'll embark on his final Cup race tomorrow for Premium Motorsports. And Hemrick did a good job, but towards the end of the race, he made a big mistake, overshooting one of the corners. And in the NASCAR rules, you have to stop, like at the logo on the front stretch, the start-finish line. If you miss that corner, you got to stop, come to a complete stop, and you don't have to let the whole field just go by. Just there are a lot of guys behind you, then you got to stop automatically, and you lose all those spots. And he never got back to he got back to 10th place, but really wasn't able to recover from that. I thought the racing was pretty good today, and not exactly what I expected from Elliott Sadler's final race at Charlotte, 14th, but he's still above the cut lines, 11 points in 6th place. I think he can run well next week at Dover, but overall, I give this race an 8 out of 10. And I wanted more action, but with the playoffs on the line tomorrow and 4 guys prepared to get eliminated, I say the intensity is going to be way up, and I hope a good crowd shows up tomorrow. I will be there for tomorrow's race, and hopefully Chase Elliott's advances. But the big question is, after tomorrow, what's going to happen? Which 4 drivers are going to get eliminated? And will Kyle Busch finally say, I won every single track? Because after he won the 600 this year, people said, oh, you haven't won every track yet. You got to do this ROVAL thing. Well, we're in for a treat tomorrow, and I don't know what to expect, but I'm pretty excited, and we got some good weather. So I will see you for quite a thrill tomorrow.